What is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we're going to be taking another look at Palp Yellow since set 2 has dropped and kind of adjusted this deck for how things are looking currently in the meta. This deck was one of my favorites from set 1, and it was like probably the deck that I had the best win percentage with. I mean, it was like 80% or more. It was just extremely dominant. But I did make some adjustments. I did look at a few different lists that have been really successful. Sun Deep, I think he's a very good player. I think he won like world championships in Dragon Ball Z, and he's already had a lot of success in this game. So I took some ideas from his list for sure, because you know he had been playing this deck a lot, and I really like some of the things that he had done, and it made a lot of sense. So I kind of took that list and adjusted it, and then took some of my own ideas and adjusted it, and then put some of the new cards in here to get this list to where I think it is very competitive in set 2. I saw that a Palp Yellow deck did well at the Gen Con. It got like 6th or 7th place in one of the days, but I haven't seen the list yet. But regardless, I've been working on this for a few days even before that. But so let's kind of dive in to what I think makes this deck really powerful. So early on, you're looking to play, one of your best turn 1 plays is just play Sneak Attack into Superlaser Tech, so that you can just immediately either kill a thing with Superlaser Tech, or at the very least get in for 2 damage and then it dies, and then you get to ramp up to 4 resources. So that's just a really strong play. But most of the time you're going like Greedo or Yularen, or even TIE Fighter. ISB Agent, you're typically trying to save that for later in the game, unless they play like a 1 health unit on turn 1, where you just can immediately kill it if you have a event in your hand. All those units have different purposes. Obviously, Greedo's just a good defense mechanism. TIE Fighter as well, just because it does kill some things that are relevant, like the TIE Phantom that have 2 HP. With the General Veers that we have the 1 of, it becomes a 3/2, so then it becomes a little more relevant. It's also just good for drawing a card later in the game. You just play it, kill it, and then draw a card. TIE Fighter, I find, is very good for that, because same with Greedo, later in the game when I don't necessarily need those cards, especially because Greedo has its trigger effect as well. Of course, Emperor's Royal Guard is really good with Yularen. It doesn't get activated that often in here because we don't have a ton of officials. We do have the Veers, we do have Palpatine, and we do have Moff Tarkin. So I mean, there's a decent amount, but as far as like on curve, it doesn't happen that often because you have to have the Yularen for it to happen all pretty and nice like that. So it's more of a situational Sentinel, I would say. Phase Dark Trooper definitely does a lot more work early in the game, and it fits in nicely because it's an Imperial, and just because of its ability to get stronger as the game goes on. It's also just very, very good with command, like in Palp Green. So it has a lot of synergy there for becoming more relevant as the game goes on with command and things like that, and Veers as well. We play a couple 7th Fleet Defender. This, I think you could argue that could be Consortium, but the reason that it's not is because it's an Imperial. It has a shield, so I guess for where things are in the current meta, that's kind of the card that I'm like iffy on. I definitely could go either way on that. I think in this particular video, I just played it as 7th Fleet Defender for the majority of the games. I could see Consortium just because of that subtle life gain that you get, because you do get the initiative pretty often in here, just because you're not doing too many actions per turn, or especially early in the game. So, and Consortium with a command is really good. So I think there's an argument that could be a Consortium, just to have another way to gain subtle life early on. And it's a green unit, so it goes well with Yularen. So I mean, and that's how I played it initially. I just wanted to try it a little different. So we'll kind of based on how the games go and everything, we'll kind of see if that's where we want to stay. Then the 1 copy of General Veers, I think this could be 2 copies. I kind of toyed around with 2. The reason that I think 2 is relevant now is because of all these 6 HP units that are extremely relevant, like Poe, Wrecker, Darth Maul, just because that way Vader can immediately kill them. So I think there's an argument that 2 is is probably a good idea, but again, that's an adjustment we might make at the end of the video. For right now, I have 3 Traitorous instead, which I think is also a very strong card right now. So it's, you know, but there's definitely an argument though that that extra HP that Veers gives you, that +1/+1, can really come in handy for Vader consistently. So that's another card that I think is worth looking at. The 3 Phase Dark Trooper are just really good in general. That's like your go-to Sentinel early if you can't find the official or the Yularen, really. Laser Tech, of course, it's really good at sneak attack. Sometimes it's just good to play on turn 2 and just, you know that you can go into a barrage the following turn if you just, once the Laser Tech dies, which is nice as long as you have another unit. I think that's important, why the Greedo and the TIE Fighter are important as well, because you want to have some targets for barrage by the time you get to 5 resources. You don't want to be just stuck with no units on board, because then your barrage is worthless. So I think that's another reason why it's important to have those units down and to squeeze them in when you can. The 1 Moff Tarkin I think is really nice, specifically like mid-range control when you're digging for things, just to get card advantage and find your finishers later in the game. You know, looking later in the game, you're looking for like Devastator or Vader or things like that. I have 1 in the main board. That's a card that I do think it makes a lot of sense utility, and you bring a second one in against those specific matchups. The 2 command and testing has been really, really good in here. I really like it. It's a good way to just take a threat. It goes so well with Traitorous, because you go Traitorous into command, so you're stealing one of their big units. If they've already pumped that unit up that you stole, then you can make it even stronger with command and kill something even bigger with command. One of the other things that I really like about command is I'll often just get a unit back from my discard pile, which is really nice, because then I'm getting back like Vader, Reinforcement Walker, even Devastator in long games. So that particular aspect of command is really, really good in here as the game goes on, because especially like against aggro decks, we're trying to stabilize. Sometimes we have to discard the Reinforcement Walker, for some reason, or maybe they were able to kill it somehow, or maybe they were able to kill Vader, and it just helps us to get those things back and just really take over the game. 3 Barrage, of course. And I didn't mention the Shoot First. Shoot First is very, very good in here. Shoot First comes in handy. Like, for example, Palpatine with the Shoot First, it will do 6 damage. So it swings in for 5, then you kill one of your own units and do another damage. So you can do 6 damage to a unit. The 6 damage is very, very relevant right now. Shoot First is very good with Vader, because it does the 6 damage. And not to mention, we're not taking any damage, so it allows us to keep our units on the board stabilized, and then we can also use those units later. The more units we have on board later, we can use to discard at any time with Palp's ability to draw cards to find our closers. So Shoot First is really, really nice for a lot of reasons. I really think it's one of the most important cards in the game. It seems like a subtle card, but it really makes some big differences in a lot of these games. I have 3 Traitors in here because of where the meta's at right now, from my opinion, which is a lot of people are playing a lot of early units and pumping them up. I mean, Moff Tarkin's a great example. Sabine's a great example. Those are decks that I see all the time. Just in general, Traitors is really good because there's a lot of strong 3 resource units right now in the game, and just being able to take that and use their own unit against them to kill another unit is just a really, really powerful defensive move. And sometimes it also, I've noticed that people, like, they have a plan in their mind, right, going into a turn, because they resource certain cards, and then I steal a card that they were planning on doing something with, and it kind of like, it causes people to make misplays or not know what to do and not make optimal plays sometimes, I think, because it kind of throws off their game plan, which is what I really like about it, just throwing people's game plan off. And when you're playing against Palp in general, you're always thinking about not wanting your units to get damaged, or specific units to not get damaged, because the Palp flip turn's coming. And that's where, the next card, Change of Heart, is just so amazing too. The only reason I have 2 in the main and not 3 is because it is a little more expensive, and things are they're very aggressive right now. And I think I'm bringing it in against mid-range and control, but because really, ideally, what I want to do with the Change of Heart is not play it on the 6 resource turn. I mean, although that is still good, I want to play it on the 7 resource turn, because I want to steal their unit, attack him with their unit, and if it still lives, then I want to discard their unit, kill it on my side of the board with Palp's ability, which costs 1, and then draw a card. So I want to be able to play it on the 7 resource turn, but 7 resources is a lot, and I have to, usually I'm focusing on stabilizing. Sometimes Change of Heart can help me do that, but a lot of times I'm really just trying to get to Reinforcement Walker. It's kind of like like I said, that's why Consortium is a card that I really would strongly consider in here, because you know, when a Sabine has 20 damage on you, you're really just like, all right, I need Reinforcement Walker. I have to get that card out, because it's like the best card against Sabine. Because I'm gaining 3 life, until I completely clear their board, and then I'm starting to work on closing the game out. So, because of how aggressive things are, it's definitely a strong card, but I'd rather have Traitors just because I get to keep the unit and use it against them. It also allows me to, you know, once I keep the unit, then I have another barrage target, so it just feels like the card I want more of. Again, that also could be a second copy of Veers, though, because I do think Veers is relevant too, specifically for Vader, because you get the Veers off the Vader and then swing it for 6. So then we play 3 Vader, of course, so we can get a lot of different cards from this deck. And that's the other argument for 7th Fleet Defender, is that you can get that off of Vader where you can't get Consortium. So, you know, we'll kind of see. 3 Reinforcement Walker, I think, honestly, like that's... I mean, to me, it's the MVP of the deck, because you're getting card draw with it if your life total is not completely, you know, if you're not worried about losing the game. You're just drawing cards, which is amazing. You can sneak attack it, gain 6 life. That's amazing. I did originally try Timely Reinforcement in here, and I do still really like that card in here. It's just more like it's not as important as some of the other cards. So that's a card that I'm still, if I could figure out a way to make it come back in the list, I would, but especially because it's just so good with Reinforcement Walker and Devastator and things like that. But and then, you know, that obviously if I was playing Consortium, it's a good card to have too, because then I can use that to kill a space unit and gain some life. But yeah, Reinforcement Walker really is, though, I would say the card that I'm just constantly trying to find. And that is another reason that if you were to argue that, you know, play Recruit over Moff Tarkin, because Reinforcement Walker is not Imperial, which that, I don't know, that just feels like it should be an Imperial. I don't know why it's not Imperial, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that. And then Devastator. Devastator's so much fun in here. We play 2 in the main and 1 in the side. The sneak attack Devastator play to close the game out is amazing. Can kill 2 units and swing in for 10 damage. And overwhelm them. It's also a Sentinel in space. It's just a really, really awesome card. I love that how playable it is in here, just because of the ramp. Originally I had Price on Your Head in here too, but that doesn't go as well with yellow, because you don't have kill effects with your yellow cards. You just have like waylay effects. So waylay is another card that I considered in here. Just wanted to play it a little differently than I had played it in the past. So we'll kind of see where the list ends up, but I think this is a good starting point to try things out. In the sideboard, the 3rd copy of Shoot First, like I said, it's one of the most important cards in the deck, just because of hitting that 6 damage and just keeping your units on board as you stabilize. A restock just to help you get certain things back for those longer games. I did take out 1 outmaneuver and put in an evacuate, just because I think evacuate is relevant in certain matchups, and I like having both. The 2nd copy of Moff Tarkin for those mid-range control matchups to get card advantage. The 3rd, Change of Heart, for those mid-range control matchups to steal big things and swing the game in our favor. 3 Relentless for those control matchups, and the 3rd copy of Devastator for the mid-range control matchups. For, you know, Shoot First, we're bringing in against aggro. The outmaneuver, we're bringing in as aggro. So we'll kind of see. We'll see how things feel from the gameplay to see if they adjust the list at all. As always, please like and subscribe. For our next giveaway at 2,500, we're going to be giving away a Poe Dameron. an aggression, a playset of K2SO, and a playset of Red 3. So, 4 different winners. And as always with all those giveaways, the winners will also receive additional cards that they are looking for. If I have any of the cards that they're looking for, try to help the game grow and do my part. But make sure you go on the community page and comment with what you think the best deck in the format is right now. So it's easy to just say Sabine Green, and that's fine. It's perfectly fine. But I'd be more interested to hear other ideas, especially because Sabine Green hasn't won anything big yet. Not that doesn't mean it's not the best deck. You have to account for it. But I'm just be interested to hear what some other people, what people think is the best deck, or if there is a best deck at all. But just what your thoughts are, and I don't know, just interested to hear what people think. I have my own thoughts. I honestly think Kira Green and Iden Green are in a really good spot right now. But I also think that the new Han Green ramp deck has a lot of potential that's just hasn't been quite figured out yet. I'm still working on it myself. And then I also think Palp still is just amazing, especially Palp Yellow. It's just you just got to get the right list on. That deck was so dominant in set 1. But anyways, yeah, just comment there what you think the best deck in the game is currently, or could be the best deck even. But let's get in some games and see how this deck performs. Alright, up against Sabine Green. No, command is a ways off. I'm trying to think how useful this card's going to be. I think it resupplies it out. I think we'll just keep command as a possible option. We may still resource it, but I just think that there's a potential that we don't. He could okay. No, we don't need Devastator. Not this game. Not this game. I think worst case scenario here is a wing leader. Because we don't have an answer in space currently, but we do have a command in 3 turns, but that might be a little far off. But he didn't have the wing leader, so that's a good sign. I'm probably just going to trade with Yularen here just because we want Phase Dark Trooper to take a hit from Sabine the leader if he doesn't have the Dark Saber. We could also just play Superlaser Tech here, kill it, ping a thing, and ramp into command next turn, which is pretty good, especially if we are able to keep the Dark Trooper alive. I think that's a good thing. Okay, he did an ECL, which I'm surprised by. I actually think he should have ECL'd there. Yeah, because Sabine can't kill the Phase Dark Trooper, so I'm trying to think, should we hit him with ISB Agent here? No, we should just command. Kill the Green Wing. Make it a 6/6. I mean, he's still gonna die. Could just resource it actually to reinforce mark. I think that's better. So we'll do damage and resource. Nice. I think we got this game under lock, man. Under lock, under control. I mean, Reinforcement Walker back-to-back is going to be really hard for Sabine to deal with. That was also a wasted Fleet Lieutenant. Our opponent is making a lot of misplays, but they're still in good shape because sneak attack or Reinforcement Walker here. It's not the worst thing. Then we get to kill a thing and gain 6 life. And then we can still play an ISB Agent. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for sure. We can't. Ugh. Of course, the ISB Agent's not going to work now because we don't have any. Let's see what our opponent does. That's okay. Okay. We're just gonna kill Sabine and go to 14. Could actually use Palp's ability here. Actually, I think that's smart because this is gonna die anyways. Take the thing in space just because we can kill the Fleet Lieutenant. And then we'll play Reinforcement Walker next turn. And a shoot first, most likely. He just claimed the initiative. Interesting. Okay. See what our opponent does. I think we're in pretty good shape though. I mean, they could have like a Poe or Wrecker here, which is definitely a thing. Okay, looks like one of those is coming, most likely. Yep. 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 So we could go Yularen guard, and then he'll take. It'll kill him, and then he will. I don't think we should do that though. I think we should just. Oof, I would love to draw Vader, but that's not what we need right now. Oh, he did that wrong. Okay, he pinged us. I'm just gonna kill him with Reinforcement Walker. I mean, you could tell this is one of the tougher matchups for Palp Yellow, but I mean, we're just going to shoot first here so that Reinforcement Walker doesn't take any damage. No, we're just going to keep gaining life right now. We got a good hand. We can play Yularen into guard. We're just trying to stabilize our life total at this point. Okay, not too worried about that. I mean, at this point, that card is just like a card that we could change of heart at any time. So, not too worried about it. Might as well just go into that. Draw a card here. Okay, command's really good. Ooh, barrage is even better. And then we wouldn't have gotten that barrage if we didn't draw the card. Okay, there's some things. I think we're okay as far as life total. We're probably just gonna barrage the next thing he plays and kill the Bright Hope and the next thing, and then gain 3 life. Could also command. Really just depends on what our opponent does. Okay. He just claimed the initiative. Okay. Well, we're just gonna kill this. Swing in for 8. Gain 3 life. Wait. Undo that. We're gonna. Do we want to play command and return a unit to our hand? Yes. Experience, return a unit. And then we're gonna get back another reinforcement walker. And that's why command's amazing. No, we just want to gain life at this point. I mean, our opponent definitely made a couple of misplays, but it was still just awesome to watch how this deck performs and stabilizes and uses command, and it's really cool. I thought he already claimed the initiative. Good game, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's why command's in here. Late game, it just starts to really make sense. Returning a unit is one of those things that is just really powerful, especially when we're getting back something that just helps us to win the game. I love command, it's such a good card. I mean, even a Vader would have been good too, depending on their board state. So, all right, up against Sabine. Yeah, I don't really like this hand. This is better. Much better. So we go Yularen into Laser Tech. Into No Good to Me Dead. And then into Traitors, okay. If they ECL turn 1, that's totally fine. Yep, there you go. We could play Traitors next turn, so I think that's just what we're gonna do. Sure. Thanks, I guess. Alright. We're playing Traitors here. We're playing Yularen into Emperor's Royal Guard. Hmm. I guess traitorous, right? Yularen guard will be a good play next turn. No Good to Me Dead might be a good play too, though, if our opponent okay, has a nope, he doesn't have the Dark Saber. Okay. So like Yularen guard because we're going into Vader next turn. Okay, taking a good amount of damage here. Oh, well that changes what we're doing completely. Alrighty. Now we could steal the freedom. Nice. That's actually pretty sweet. So we're just killing this, playing as Sentinel, I guess? I don't know. Let's just see. Yes, okay. Just kill that. Claim the initiative, okay. Sure. Another Vader. That's actually pretty good. I like shoot first too. They have a lot of damage on board here. So who do we want to... I mean, it would have been ideal if we had damaged fighters, I guess, in this situation. But yeah, maybe that was a misplay on my part. I think we're going to let the guard go since we already have a Sentinel. Play Vader on the fighters this time, or the record. Which one do we want? We want the Let's get a unit in space, I think. Yeah, let's do it on... this one. Okay. So now we can claim this guy. We can kill Wrecker with Palp and kill something else with fighters if we need to. We could also use shoot first to do these things, which is awesome. Okay, there's a card. Okay. I mean, at this point, we're racing them with a 7/7. Oof. Command is pretty disgusting here. What do we get? Can we get anything back? We can get a Vader back. I'm trying to think if I want to resource any of this. Probably not. It's all good. It's all good stuff. First, we're just going to attack in for 7. I mean, that's going to be hard for them to deal with. Because we have game next turn, so. Nope. Crazy thing is when we discard, we can get that back, which is awesome. Good game. Yeah, so I mean that's two different games against Sabine now, where we just showed the power of this deck. I mean, all right, up against Bossk Green here. Now looks fine. Probably just drop Devastator and resupply. Definitely Devastator. I'm just trying to think how much ramp do I want to have. Do we need 2 Sentinels? Maybe not. I mean, we're not playing units early as much, and it's not a bad thing against them to not have units, because then they can't use their bounties, so. Okay. Cool. Well, just attack him with the land speeder. I'll do that. And then play a Dark Trooper. Okay, we don't need 2 laser techs. Second Dark Trooper's not bad. Okay, he kills it. That's cool. It's not going to be active this turn, is it? 5/3. Shouldn't it be a 4/3? Yeah. Oh, because he gave it +1 power. That's why, I guess. Okay. Laser tech isn't gonna kill it, so let's just play Dark Trooper. Okay, I mean, sure. Play another Dark Trooper here. Play Dark Trooper Greedo. Just don't think we're going to be using these double ramps right now. I mean, all we want to do is just keep the damage as minimal as possible until we get to the Palp flip turn. Squeezing a Greedo in there is nice. Unless they have a bounty, they can kill it immediately. Okay. So they ramped into Bossk. They didn't flip Bossk though, which is weird. Price in your head isn't bad. Because we can play that plus Consortium. They haven't done any damage to us yet. I'm trying to think, what do we want more? Just immediate ramp? I guess, I mean, let's not be greedy. He could easily. Let's do this. We wanna use Greedo as a defense card, so. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. He probably has Barrage, no? Okay. Just claim the initiative. Actually, it would have been better to do that differently and claim it. Well, no, I don't want to kill it myself on my side. Okay, we could change the heart here and sacrifice. Well, we can't sacrifice because it costs 1. Change the heart play is better on 7. Resupply plus Consortium is good here. Okay. I mean, it's not the worst play, but I'd rather sack a card next turn. We could also steal the punishing one if it damages itself here. Yeah, I think I'd rather just resupply and Consortium this turn. Gets us to Palp next turn to steal that punishing one, and they can change the heart to something else and sack it with Palp. But he didn't do that, okay. Okay, he's barraging two things, which is nice for him. Kill them both. Okay. Take our 6. Change of heart Palp on the same turn is pretty nice. We don't need resupply. These are I mean, we might as well sack the punishing one, right? Because unfortunately, we don't get to do the Palp play because nothing has damage, but we can do that with Palp's ability here. And kill something else, yeah, which is exactly what we're gonna do. Ouch, they walked right into that one. That sucks. Sorry, dude. Palp's awesome. Timely intervention is good. Let's just kill Bossk. Pass. Alrighty. Overwhelming Barrage is not bad. I think we're just gonna hold our hand here. And wait to see if we draw something. I guess we could. Yeah, I'm not going to resource anything. We don't need to at this point. We could timely a Reinforcement Walker if we draw one in the next few turns. So that'll be pretty strong. I'm going to go ahead and just attack him with Reinforcement Walker here. If they have Crate Dragon, then we can Barrage and kill it. Or no good to me dead it. I don't know. I think I'd rather just Barrage. Okay, Vader's a thing. Still gonna Barrage with Reinforcement Walker to kill Vader, plus whatever else. Okay, he didn't get a card, that stinks. Oh no, he did get a card, okay. So, we shall just Barrage and do damage to both with his unit. Dark Trooper, we do 3, Vader, we do 5. Okay. We swing him with that because he's going to get a bounty off of Bossk's. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to draw Reinforcement Walker. Yeah, because we're going to just timely that in next turn. We don't need Greedo here. I mean, it's not the worst thing. Honestly, because if we're just timelying anyways, there's no reason to do anything else, right? No, I like all these cards for different reasons. Okay, he's gonna kill Palp first if he's, unless he has a timely intervention. Okay, sure. So we're just gonna use Reinforcement Walker here, probably if he gets like a Dark Trooper or something. Okay. Let's just go face and we don't get a Subwalker. Yeah, if he plays anything big here, we just timely intervention, kill it with Reinforcement Walker, gain 6 life. Alrighty, good game. Alright, up against Inquisitor Yellow. Let's... Reinforcement Walker go and... change of heart, I guess. It's early. We've gotta slow him down somehow. Greedo versus Greedo. I mean, if they do something else here, then we could just kill Greedo and try to kill mine, I guess. Okay, we have shoot first if they don't have a shoot first. Sneak attack. It's not a card I want right now. Possibly just resupplying this turn if they kill Greedo. Okay, we could just... kind of okay with just a resupply here. Okay. We're definitely not as worried about damaging their face. So we could shoot first the Greedo. Okay. 7th Fleet Defender's not bad. I mean, we're almost at command. We could shoot first, play 7th Fleet Defender, but do we need 2 commands? It's not the worst. No Good to Me Dead is good too. This doesn't get unique units, and these are both unique. I guess that's the one reason to not keep the 2nd command. Okay, so let's just shoot first. Kill that. Play 7th Fleet Defender, okay. No, what did he do? Oh, he killed it with Greedo, okay. Let's just play 7th Fleet Defender, and then claim initiative. He's at 9, which is a good amount. A 7th Fleet Defender will kill the punishing one. Claim the initiative, kill, and then we can no good to me dead or command. Okay. Well, that's... Okay, we could put 2 experience tokens on on the 7th Fleet Defender. These are, and do the damage to the other one, I guess. It's not the worst thing ever. Or just ramp up into Palpatine and steal punishing one. I think I'm kind of good with that. Okay. Experience resource. He flips on 6, so okay, sure. I don't really want to take 3 more, do I? But, yeah. I have an Emperor's Royal Guard and no good to me dead for next turn, so. That's annoying, but we can steal it, so. Okay, he didn't do the thing, okay. Devastator's good. Okay, can no good to me dead, the 7th Fleet Defender. Or the Grand Inquisitor here. Okay, let's just kill something. He could do damage to this and ready it again. So let's just kill this thing. Again. He swings in with that one. Hopefully he doesn't have another surprise strike. Because that's probably the worst card he could have. Okay. No good to be dead. And we will play... I'm sorry, what just happened? Give a non-leader unit. Okay. Really confused as to what he's doing. That's all he was trying to do, was undo that? What? I'm so confused. Okay, he plays Inquisitor. We play... I can't remember if that thing has Saboteur. I don't think it does. It might, though. No problem. Just start the turnover. And I'll just kill the punishing one again. Okay. Kill the punishing one. Okay, now what does he do? How did he do 3 damage to my 7th Fleet Defender? I'm sorry. Oh, because... yeah, I took the damage, okay. So he played that. Okay. So then we play... No good to me, dead. Then we play this. Then we can use Palpatine's ability to kill the Fleet Defender. Okay, does this have Saboteur? No. So we're going to use Palpatine's ability. Do we have an official unit? No, we do not. So it doesn't have Sentinel right now. So you have to deploy. Otherwise we're taking... yeah, he can ready another unit. He can ready the Smuggler. So let's just do it. We're gonna steal that. If he tries to ready it, it'll die. Oh, it only does 1 damage actually. Shoot. Well, he can ready it, but we're still gonna steal it, so. And just use it to attack into him. Could also play the TIE Fighter here, which is nice. Okay. Take that. Why is it not letting me take control of it? I hate when the game glitches like this, man. Okay, we took the Death Watch Loyalist here. Okay. He's got the Inquisitor, but we are going to kill it if he attacks in. We have one more turn for the Fleet Defender. If he readies the Smuggler, I guess he could ready the Fleet Defender, right? Technically. I'm not sure what's going on with this game right now. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Who did he give? Oh, he gave the Sentinel -4 for the phase. That's interesting. Do we want to play the TIE Fighter? I think so. Do 1 damage to unit, draw a card. Yeah, so we're gonna do play the TIE Fighter. Okay, the Sentinel dies. We don't take any damage. I think at this point we want to claim the initiative because that's more important than attacking. Especially if we get like a Reinforcement Walker or Devastator or something. Okay, I'll take that trade all day. Okay, Veers isn't bad. Shoot first is pretty good. Yeah. But I think I'd rather have shoot first because then we can do 6 damage to this and kill it and not take any damage. And then Devastator can clean up. Because it's a Sentinel, so. Okay, cool. Nice. That was awesome. Doing 6 damage with Palp. That is worth having shoot first in there. I think we're in good shape now. We're able to turn the corner here. Not easy though. Yeah, he can't do that this turn, so we're gonna claim the initiative, just kill that thing right away so that it can't attack us. It also gives us a immediate way to block the Fleet Defender in the same play, which is amazing. So that's what we're gonna do. And that will be the game. I mean, he could have Waylay, I guess. He might play Waylay, but doesn't do a whole lot here. Or that, okay. Just going to claim the initiative. Double shield, okay. What did he use? Asteroid Sanctuary? Yeah, that's a cool card. You don't see that card get played enough. Yeah, that's 6 damage. I mean, that's a thing. Okay. No, there's no reason to resource any of this. We're just gonna no good to me dead. The 6 powered unit, and then play Yularen. Or actually could just attack into this, right? And just kill it. Seems pretty good. Yeah. That's better. He attacks with that again. If he does, then he loses the shield, and then we can attack through it, survive, and still do 8 damage to his face. Let's see. I'm good with playing Yularen first to see what he does. And then if he activates the thing, one of these cards, then we will no good to me dead. Yeah, we're just going to go wide this turn. See which one he activates the ability on. Yep. So we will just no good to me dead that card. Defeating the initiative, okay. Well, we might as well just... Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to go face. I don't want to do that. Okay. Change of Heart's good. no resources. Reinforcement Walker is the card that we really want in this moment, but another one of those, huh? Okay, so I mean, at this point, we're just going face to put him at a place where he loses with the next attack. So, yeah, that's not gonna do it. Alrighty, good game. Devastator's such a fun card to play. Alright, up against Kylo Red. No, we have some good early plays. We're gonna let go of Change of Heart and Vader here. Just kind of gonna base things on what our opponent does. Claim the initiative. Yeah. That has Saboteur. Kinda want to let this go, I think. Everything else is pretty important for... I mean, the laser tech has its uses, but... Alright. I mean, this is probably gonna die anyways. So, I still think we play the Dark Trooper, though. We could just kill... Yeah, because we don't want that to kill the Dark Trooper, so we're just going to have to let the Yularen go. It's going to die anyways. I mean, they're not going to let that thing live. Okay, we play this. He goes face. We claim initiative. We attack into it immediately to make it a 4/4. It makes it harder for other units on the ground to deal with us. Also Kylo. Yeah. Okay, don't need Devastator. ISB Agent's really good here. I think the raid card is the worst card, just because it does a lot. We could play 3 things here or play 1 in space. Depends on what he does. Okay, he goes face, that's fine. Let's go... Let's go Greedo. Probably want to do ISB Agent on the Kylo, honestly. Okay, well that sucks. It's a good card. Okay. Could also just put one on Bo-Katan and steal it, but that's still a few turns away. Especially because the problem here is that Kylo's probably going to get a Fallen Lightsaber, which is going to be really difficult to deal with. What? Oh, I don't have an event in my hand, my bad. Didn't even realize that that was a thing. Need to look at the cards when you play them, right? Ouch. Ready another unit. It hurts. It hurts. He kills who? I mean, not all of them are... The worst one to kill is Greedo. He's not going to kill Greedo. Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, 5. Yep, a lot of damage. Tough deck for us. Shoot first is a thing. It's a good thing. Barrage is also a thing. Yeah. It's gotta be Fleet Defender, right? So we could Barrage for 4, kill Kylo, and then use Greedo attack into Bo-Katan. Or just do 5 damage. I think it's still better to use Greedo. It's still the Bo-Katan. We're gonna trade with the Guavian. Gotta slow him down here. Getting Kylo off the board's the biggest thing, because Fallen Lightsaber Kylo is just way too much for us to deal with. Okay, so we don't have a choice. We're gonna have to kill Bo-Katan here. Especially because Bo-Katan draws them cards. Okay, that's good, because we can steal that too if we need to. We need Sentinel or Life Gain here. I am just claiming the initiative. Okay, Barrage is not bad. That doesn't do. Shoot first is okay. So we can Barrage, kill these two, and then shoot first the punishing one, I guess. That's our best play. Oops, I need to undo everything. We're doing all three, because that only has one life left. Okay. Doing 1 to punishing 1, 2, and 1. Okay. Then we shoot first. Pass. Okay, the Dark Trooper's good, so is Change of Heart here. Because we can sacrifice it immediately with whatever they play. I think I'm going to attack in. Oof. What do I have to do? I definitely want the Reinforcement Walker next turn. That's how we win the game. So it's really, do I Change of Heart something here? Or just play Dark Trooper? Both are good options. That's what makes it hard. Change of Heart, I can steal it and just immediately kill it, so I think that's the better play, and draw a card, so. Okay. So he's not doing anything, which is weird. Why would he claim the initiative? Okay. Is he just looking for, like, Chaos of War? Possibly. That puts us at, what, 4 damage? He can do 4 damage to us with Chaos of War. Aggression does nothing like that, okay. But we have Reinforcement Walker to gain 3 life back, so it's too much. Alright, we're gonna let shoot first go, because ISB Agent is a way to steal something this turn. Okay. Well, we're definitely just playing a Reinforcement Walker. Just to get ourselves out of death range. I do not care about stealing any of their cheap units right now. I just want to kill their things. Migs is the card I need to kill. Okay. Whatever he attaches it to, I'm just going to kill. I'm gonna, you know what? No, I'm gonna undo that. I'm just gonna claim the initiative here, actually. I don't want to attack into that. I want to just kill it with Reinforcement Walker and gain life before he could do anything. That's another good play. I don't think we need this card anymore. So we just attack here. No, just gaining life right now. Okay. Just gain some more life with Reinforcement Walker. Fallen Lightsaber, okay. Well, we could Change of Heart that card. That's actually disgusting. Okay. We go here, kill his card. Then we go there, kill that card. And this is when we just win the game. And then we kill that, draw a card, pass. And that's just absolutely disgusting. That's when this deck just gets so much fun to play. Alrighty. Just kill, heal. Nope. Nope. Okay. And pass. Okay. Yeah, there's no way he can win now. No reason to resource anything here. Now we're just closing the game out. Yeah, I don't. We don't need Greedo. We can also sneak attack in the other reinforcement walker just to win the game here, so. I think we already have game anyways. Okay, he did do the thing. That's what I figured he was trying to hope for. But, oh, there's a card. We could do the sneak attack play. Yeah, good game. It's a good one, man. Yeah, this list was a little tricky to get the right cards together. I think, you know, you have to. So back for the post-game wrap-up. So this deck performed very, very well with the adjustments we made to prepare for set 2. I did tweak the list a little bit based on how things went today and what I felt like didn't do anything for me, which was the TIE Fighter. It just didn't do anything. The only time it would have been extremely relevant was if I had a Veers out, but I only had one in the main board for most of those games. So I did add a second Veers, but it's not for TIE Fighter, it's for Vader specifically, to get that with its ambush ability and to be able to immediately swing in for 6 damage and make it a 6/8. It also survives against like Darth Maul and Wrecker if it has at HP. So there's an argument that you could even play a third Veers. Veers felt very good with Vader in the situations that I was in, and there was a couple times where like I played against Sabine and I like didn't kill the Wrecker because Vader didn't have the damage. So there's an argument there that could even be 3. So, you know, more testing for that. I guess if I was going to do that, I would take out the 3rd copy of Traitorous probably and put that in the sideboard. I did take the Moff Tarkin out of the main board. I think I want that specifically for like mid-range and control matchups where the games are going to take a lot longer to help me dig for my closers. I put into Consortium for the TIE Fighters just to have another way to gain subtle life. I felt like our life total got pretty up there a couple of games, and we were able to pull through, but I felt like if I had a Consortium earlier on in the game that I would have been fine. Obviously, Consortium can't be searched for with Vader, but I don't think that's what we care about. I think we just want to have another way to have early life gain against these extremely aggressive decks, and just have a space unit that's relevant with good stats. The TIE Fighter isn't trading with a lot of things, so it doesn't even trade with the green A-Wing. So that's kind of the thinking. And I have to do multiple actions to make it be able to trade with like something like an A-Wing, where I'd have to either have a Veers or I'd have to attack in with it and then ping it. Whereas Consortium can just immediately trade in with an A-Wing or, you know, some of the more relevant space units and gain life early as well. So, and it's like I said, it's fairly easy for us to claim initiative in this deck from my experience. So also Consortium is a very, very good command target from my experience with playing that deck in Palp Green. So ISB Agent was pretty sweet. I really liked what it did for us a couple of games. Shoot First was amazing. No Good to Me Dead was really, really good. It's really strong right now against the Darksaber play and just leaders in general. Sneak Attack did some cool stuff with Reinforcement Walker and Devastator, I think, a couple of games. Emperor's Royal Guard didn't do a ton. Like I said, the officials are kind of awkward. I mean, adding in the Veers earlier, maybe that'll help it a little bit, but I don't think so. It was just kind of awkward. What else was... Command was awesome. Like, I really liked not only the, you know, the resource effect to give us that 8th, you know, ramp effect in the deck, but I really liked it for its versatility, and just bringing back units from our discard pile later in the game was really awesome. So, But yeah, it was a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite decks to play. I still think it's a very strong deck. I think it does take a lot of playtesting to get, into a rhythm with it and get a good feel for it and feel comfortable at certain damage totals, where you don't feel like you're just completely out of it and kind of make plays to get yourself back into it. And that's where like Barrage and Traitorous really, and Command, those cards in particular, as well as Change of Heart, really those 4 cards really just help you to get back in the game. So once, because early game, most of the time you're not going to be ahead, right? And then Vader, of course, helps with that as well. And so does Reinforcement Walker. As you get to the 7th and 8th resource turns, a lot of games today I was really just trying to find Reinforcement Walker. And it definitely paid off. That was one of the reasons why I took the Moff Tarkin out of the main. I just felt like it wasn't finding me Reinforcement Walker, which is what I needed a lot of games, like I was saying in the intro. But overall, it was a lot of fun. Let me know how you guys would play this, or any cards that you think would be good in here, or adjustments you would make. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the gameplay. As always, I greatly appreciate all the support, and y'all have a good one, and peace.